Hi Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are trying to go a bit easy on everybody. There's some pretty heavy duty energy running around with the double retrogrades. We have just come off that big full moon, quite a significant one as well. So if you haven't already checked out the shadow work reading from the other day, make sure you do go and check that one out. Subscribe to the channel as well so you're not going to miss out on any of those sorts of videos. We will check in on love and romance, focusing on intimacy for you as well this week. But we are using the Intuitive Oracle. I have here the Love Angels Oracle, and the Lenormand deck we are using is the Floral Lenormand. Okay, Leo, getting sort of straight on into it for you. Checking out, firstly, what do you need to know in order to get through this week, get through this month, get through this retrograde? Leo, what's going on for Leo? What does Leo need to know right now? Embrace a bit of the fire, Leo. That seems to be coming through here for you. Something about, embracing your true nature, embracing the fire, the passion, the desire, embracing that Leo-ness a little bit more for yourself at the moment. That you really are the shining star, the lead role in this life of yours, Leo. Follow the signs. Pay attention to signs around you. They carry important messages. All right, so what is it that you're noticing at the moment, Leo? Are you noticing a specific animal that you're seeing a lot? Are you noticing a certain image you're seeing a lot? Are you seeing, the repeated numbers or certain things happening like on repeat here, hearing certain songs, paying attention to those things? There is a bit of extra clarity in amongst all of that chaos for you at the moment. We have clarity in chaos. So I do feel as though there's something about the chaos and the chaotic energy. So it's kind of like you could sit there, Leo, and play 3 different songs all at once, and certain words would just pop out at you, and they're the ones that sort of are trying to get your attention here. There is signs and synchronicities being shown to you, and especially the more chaotic things feel, the more those signs are prevalent. So like the busier you are, the more you've got going on, the more those signs seem to pop up for you. And the chaos actually seems to be a good thing for you at the moment, Leo. That frenetic, busy, hectic energy seems to be actually, serving you really well at the moment. It does say in chaos, your intuition brings clarity. Trust it. Because what kind of happens is, when we're doing a million things at once, we're not, we just trust ourselves a little bit more, and we trust our intuition a little bit more. And those messages just sort of, we just take them on board and move on to the next, like to the other things we're doing. So there is just a bit of extra clarity in amongst all that chaos for you at the moment. And it's just like, if you've got 5 decisions to make, it seems, when you've got so much going on, it seems actually easier to just trust your gut instinct to make those decisions and just go, okay, well, we want that for this and this for that and that for this. I'm actually seeing someone picking out wedding stuff at the moment here. And the chaos of it all is actually better for you right now because your intuitive decisions are working so much better for you. You're like, okay, well, we want that color napkin, we want this color invite, we want that, I want the bridesmaids wearing this and this, so it helps you be a little bit more decisive at the moment to be, bang, 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 just going, that's it, bang, 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 done, and they seem to be the right choices for you at the moment. Okay, Leo. Anything else Leo needs to know right now in regard to getting through this retrograde energy? I do have the stork kind of flipped on out here. I am hearing with that is the Aries card. I am hearing you can trust that Aries. If there is for that's just for somebody there. I don't know who that is for, but it's just sort of telling you can trust that Aries. Stop doubting. You can trust them. Just trust that they're making good decisions at the moment for you as well. So if that's somehow playing in for you and your life at the moment, just trust that a little bit more. The stalk itself, it really does talk about, things getting stirred up. So stirring up that chaos a little bit more, even if you want to, utilize that energy as being a little bit of a shit stirrer at the moment, Leo, and stirring things up intentionally to get things moving. It's actually going to really help you out, to be honest. That chaos energy is actually really useful to you at the moment. That fire energy, you're sparking some stuff up around you. So we are seeing strong fire energy, even though you are a fire sign already. I am getting strong fire energy, which is where, we spark things up and we come up with new ideas. And, this is idea generation as well. It's like, I've got 20 different ideas. I'm just going to start, stirring up the ideas a little bit more and what's going to work here. And it seems to be able to enable you to move further forward a lot quicker for your own self. Doing things very, very quickly, making quick decisions at the moment, Leo, stirring things up, stirring the pot a little bit. For some of you, around the people around you, literally stirring things up a little bit with the people around you a little bit, and get them moving just as chaotic as you are. The more chaotic the energy, the easier it is to actually deal with for you at the moment, I feel, which is quite interesting because, I'm just sort of picking up that you may actually be upsetting a few people this week, but it's actually in a really good way because it gets them motivated in a weird kind of a way, and it actually works out really well for you. So that's actually really interesting because stir the pot. All right. Ask the questions. Ask them 5 questions. If you've got some specific questions that you've been meaning to ask somebody, interrogate them. Stir the pot a little bit. Put them in the, put them on the spot, and get those ideas flowing. Get that hectic, chaotic energy going, and you will be able to trust the decisions that you're making from that. As you go, I feel as though it's going to be actually really good for you, Leo. Romance and love. What's going on for Leo when it comes to romance and love right now? Love and romance for our Leos. Reaching your goals. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. That's why you're stirring shit up at the moment, Leo, because, it's all in pursuit of reaching those goals. We do see it's creating a lot of balance for you as well. We have balance coming through there. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So for some of you, that's exactly why you're stirring things up, just in general this week as well, because you may be needing to stir up the emotional intimacy in a relationship. The physical might be really good, the spiritual might be really good, but then we're needing to stir up that other one as well. So making sure that they're all in balance. So physical, emotional, spiritual, body, mind, soul. All right. Body, mind, soul needs to all be in balance this week. So stir it up. If it's not in balance, and that certain thing you're like, oh well, maybe the physical needs to be stirred up a little bit. Well, I'm going to stir that up so that we can balance everything out evenly here. Looking at intimacy for you, though. Intimacy. What does Leo need to know right now in regard to intimacy? Looking at emotional and physical. What I actually want to do here is I'm going to grab you one, because we saw that balance card for you, Leo. I'm actually going to grab you one card for each. All right. Physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy. All right. Okay, Leo, physical intimacy for Leo, one card. Emotional intimacy for Leo, please, one card. Spiritual intimacy for Leo, please, one card. You're the first one I've done spiritual intimacy as part of this. So maybe I should have integrated that from the beginning of the week. But you are the first one that it's come up as needing a bit of extra spiritual connection coming through here as well with intimacy. Interesting. Emotional intimacy, physical, I should say. Physical intimacy, we have the anchor. So some of you are feeling a little bit stuck when it comes to physical intimacy. Things have just been a little bit, reliable, dependable, not moving, very, very stuck in one place. All right. So some of you, that's the area you need to stir up a little bit more is the physical, because, if it's feeling like, yeah, it's reliable and it's dependable that the physical is there in this way, but do you know what? It's not moving. There's no growth within that. So some of you are seeking a little bit of further growth in the physical intimacy realm of things. So, it is very secure, reliable energy. It is overall, a more positive kind of energy, but it does hold us back sometimes when there's just a little bit of staleness there, I think, for some of you. And it's not all of you either. So, I feel like you're going to know within your own self which one is which, that if this is somebody that you have not been physically intimate with, that is you're sort of thinking of when it comes to intimacy, maybe you need to sort of stir it up a little bit and get something moving in that aspect for yourself. All right. We have emotional intimacy. We have the key. That seems to be good. All roads lead to success here with the emotional. It's like every door that you open every time that you open up to this person, you are receiving a lot of successful opportunities to connect to this person emotionally, or to yourself emotionally as well. Emotional intimacy does seem to be completely fine. I'm not sort of grabbing anything for anyone there. When it comes to spiritual intimacy, we have the garden. For some of you, there's the need to compromise a little bit more with somebody when it comes to our spiritual beliefs, and being able to be completely open and honest with this person about our spiritual selves. Because I do feel as though for some of you, there is this issue where, I'm just picking up on a very specific scenario where it's like, that this person is a specific religion. So you're very wary of, bringing up your personal beliefs, because that some of those are in contrast to the religion that this person is, or that you both have certain beliefs that are very, strong and unmoving, but they may be in opposition here a little bit. So there is the need to sort of meet each other halfway and compromise a little bit more when it comes to our spiritual connection with this person, and be a little bit more open and honest, because the emotional connection is there. So if you're looking at talking to this person about the spiritual stuff as more of an emotional thing, and part of, being vulnerable and open and honest with this person, you are going to have a lot more success, with the spiritual connection between yourself and this person. For some of you, it's all about, you may not have even met that spiritual version of them yet. I do feel as though for some of you, you have not met yet. It's time to actually have a meeting in regards to the spiritual stuff. So I am picking up that for quite a lot of you, this is connecting to a certain person in your life. And it's time to, meet up with them and talk about it. Just point blank. That's what I'm kind of getting here. But, for others of you, if there's not a specific person involved here, it's maybe you're needing to, it may sound trite, and, call it whatever you would like. I am being told to use the word God right now. Okay. But if you want to call that, spirit, the universe, whatever you personally believe in, that is fine. I'm just sort of letting you know I will use the word God because that is what I'm being directed to say. But it's kind of saying it's time to have a meeting with God, and, have a chat with God, have a chat with your higher self, and have that meeting. And, it's a social thing as well for some of you that, you may actually be wanting to, incorporate some more spiritual stuff into any connections that you're involved in, things like going to church. You don't need to be religious to go to church. All right. Quite odd. I'm being told to tell you some stuff here too, which is, stuff I wouldn't normally share. I actually was at a church today. So I am not someone that believes in God the way that religious people necessarily believe in God. All right. To be completely honest, there's certain facets of, organized religion that absolutely hate me because I am a reader and, I work as a psychic and things like that. So, they look at me like I'm a witch and things like that, even though I am not. So, but I do sometimes go to church, mostly for my tree. My personal tree is at a churchyard. And so I go to my tree and I'll climb my tree and I'll meditate up in the tree and I'll do all my spiritual stuff up in this tree at the church, which is, I think it's just kind of really funny juxtaposition there as well. But anyway, but no, today I was actually feeling drawn to just go into the church, and I went and just sat in the church and, worked through within my own self. I didn't fully meditate, but I sort of just took some quiet time to myself to really try to work through some personal stuff, that's going on for me, on a personal level. And, I met with God. Sometimes God is in a church. Sometimes God is in that tree. Sometimes God is just within yourself when you're sitting at home alone. You're being asked to meet with God, on the spiritual aspects here. Be a little bit more intimate and open and honest with God, I suppose. Regardless of what you kind of believe there, take that as it resonates for yourself and your own situation, of course. But you are more than welcome to check out your other placements as well, Leo. And I will see you all again soon.